welcome back to Veneer Creations Tutorials. This week we're going to be making this double hooped, crystal wrapped suncatcher. The DIY kit for this will be linked down below, or you can purchase your own materials up next. I'd be so grateful if you could like and subscribe this video, as it helps our channel grow. Thank you, bye! I'm going to do my 4-inch hoop and wrap that in crystals. I have got my 24 gauge wire in 130 centimeters. So now I'm going to wrap So I've wrapped the wire and secured that onto the hoop. Now I'm going to get a gold bead, pop that on. And then we wrap round, make sure that the gold bead's on the outside of the hoop, and we wrap once around and then twice, and then you add a clear bead, wrap once and twice, and add, we're going to go with rose quartz this time. And then you wrap once, and then twice, get your next clear bead, thread it through, and then we wrap once, and twice. Then you're going to continue that pattern all the way around. When you've gone all the way around, I've done the pattern 10 times on this one. So I've done gold, clear, crystal chip, clear, and then I've done that 10 times all the way around. Then when you get to the end, go around once, twice, 3, 4, 5. You can just get your scissors, you don't need to have pliers. Pliers are easier. And you can just put that down with your finger. Or if you've got pliers, crystal pliers, you can just use that. And then as you can see, I've got a bit of a gap. All you do is just push it together. So this wire will move around. Just very gently, don't pull it like too hard. You don't want any of the crystals to crack or anything like that. And then you'll have your, that's your 4-inch hoop done. I've got my 6-inch hoop here, and now I've got 1 meter of my 24 gauge wire, which I can never say, and I'm going to wrap this wire around the hoop again 4 times or 5 times, just to secure it on with my fingers. And now I'm going to get gold bead, and then we're going to wrap that gold bead around, keeping the gold bead on the outer side. Wrap it once and wrap it twice. Then get your clear bead. Pop that on, wrap once and wrap twice. And then get your mother of pearl chip. And wrap once and wrap twice. And then you can put another clear bead on. Wrap once, twice again. And then you're just going to continue that to halfway around. So about here. Show you again this gold bead. One, wrap, and then wrap. So it's like you're wrapping it twice every time. So we're going to carry on that pattern until it's halfway around. So you'll do gold, clear, chip, gold, and you'll go all the way around. Well, not all the way around, sorry, half the way around. When you've got halfway and you've done the pattern, so the gold, clear, chip and clear pattern, you've done that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, then you're going to secure the other side onto the hoop. So you're going to go around once, twice, 3, 4. Then you're going to cut that off. Use scissors just to show you. You can use your finger just to get that down. Then get another metre of your wire, your thin 24 gauge wire, and then you're going to wrap that onto the wire. It doesn't matter which way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm just going to get that bit down. So that's secured that on, and you're going to carry on the pattern. So I've finished there with the gold, can you see? So I'm going to start the next one with the clear. So get a clear bead. And just make sure you hold that wire on. Don't pull too hard so that all the wire comes off the hoop either. Make sure you're holding that wire on, and then make sure your bead is on the outer side, and then wrap once, twice. Get your next bead, which we are using mother of pearl, aren't we, on this one? So the next one is a chip. Done that right, hasn't I? Yeah. Then we go around once. It's always hard to wrap it when you're doing the first part. Once you get halfway, it's actually quite simple. Then get it clear. And then a gold, and then we're just going to carry on all the way around in the same pattern. When you've got your 2 hoops, get a double jump loop and add it to the larger hoop that's got your crystals on it. And you're just gonna, I'll show you this again in a minute, if it's going to focus, and you just kind of add it to the hoop like that. I'll definitely need to show you that again. So you get your jump loop and then you kind of open it up like that. You find whereabouts you want to add it, so you want one at the top and one at the bottom, but they do move quite freely, these double jump loops, if you get in the kit. And then you kind of, whoop, tricky, you open it up over it like that, and then you just kind of thread it through, and you've got one at the top and one at the bottom there. And then you want to add one to this centre one, the smaller 4-inch hoop that you've just wrapped. And then we're going to add them together. So if you get another jump loop, add it to that jump loop you've just added to the 4-inch smaller hoop, you're going to add this jump loop to that jump loop you've just added. So it's like that. Then, just going to see if that spacing is correct. Yeah, I'm going with that. So then I'm going to add this jump loop to the jump loop on the large hoop and thread it through. And you've kind of started to get your shape there. Then we need to add our prism to the middle. And how I'm going to do that. Oh, why is it? Kind of want it in the centre. So first I'm going to get a jump loop and add it to my prism. So you've got to open it out and then thread it through the hole. If you have pliers, it might help you, but I'm going to show you without. But these do help, definitely help. And now I've done that, I'm going to use a bit of chain for this bit. So I think for the chain, do I do it 4 or 5? I think a 5. I'm going to go with a 5 link chain. So can you see there? That's 5. I'm going to cut on the 6th link, and it'll give you 5. So I'm just going to cut that with my, you can cut it with scissors as well, you don't have to use pliers. All you need is scissors for this kit. I just find these really handy. And as you can see there, that is 5 chains, 5 links in my chain. I'm going to add 1 to my jump loop that's on my prism. You could just use normal jump loops for this, by the way, as well. They'd have to be quite large. It's just I find that these ones are really good because they don't come undone, because the double jump loops, they never come loose. So I definitely prefer them. So that's on that now. And then I'm going to add the top of that chain to this jump loop here. Now I'm going to make the bottom. So get double jump loop add it to the bottom of one of your octagon prisms. Just feed it through like we did before. Just open it. Like if you do have these, you can actually use them to help you, but I just use my fingers. Then one, then add another, then add another octagon prism to the bottom. Well, to either loop, so you're kind of making a chain now. Add another. So I have got my 6 octagons in a chain now, and then I've got jump loops either side. So the 6, and then jump loops either side. Now I'm going to add that to my little star charm. So one side, add this jump loop here directly to the star, and then put another jump loop on the other side and add that to your larger star. And then this star here, you need to add this jump loop to in between these 2 points here. These 2 points here. And then, just one moment, then get an icicle. Add a jump loop to the top of that. And then add this chain that you've just made and the hoop that jump loop you've just put in between your star. Add that too. And then add this to that bottom jump loop that you still have on your larger 6-inch hoop. And then, just to finish it off, add your chain that you've got to your very top jump loop. That one that's holding all this together. That's where you're going to add this chain to. And then this. Last jump loop to the other side of it. And you can either add this jump loop to another chain, another link, and you can have a little hoop, or you can add it all the way down here to make your chain a bit shorter. And I'll show you this working in full sunshine.